In the dead of winter, high in the unforgiving Ural Mountains, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition that was meant to be an adventure of a lifetime. But what happened next would become one of the most chilling and mysterious tragedies of the 20th century. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident, a case that continues to baffle experts and spark endless speculation. 9 bodies were found, scattered across the mountainside, their deaths as inexplicable as they were terrifying. What could have driven them to flee their tent in the middle of the night, barely clothed in sub-zero temperatures? Was it a natural disaster, a deadly confrontation, or something far more sinister? As we delve into the details of this harrowing case, you'll find that the truth is buried under layers of snow and secrecy, waiting to be unearthed. It was February 1st, 1959, when 9 hikers led by Igor Dyatlov pitched their tent on the slopes of Kholat Syakhl, a name that ominously translates to Mountain of the Dead. These were seasoned adventurers, well prepared for the harsh conditions of the Soviet wilderness. But something happened that night, something so terrifying that it caused them to slash their way out of the tent and flee into the freezing darkness, leaving behind their belongings, their boots, and any hope of survival. When rescuers finally found the campsite weeks later, they were met with a scene straight out of a nightmare. The tent was torn from the inside, as if the hikers had been in a desperate rush to escape. But from what? Footprints in the snow indicated that they had fled in different directions, some barefoot, others wearing only socks despite the deadly cold. The first bodies were discovered at the edge of the forest, nearly a mile from the tent. They were half naked, their skin tinged with frostbite, and their faces twisted in expressions of horror. 2 of the hikers had built a small fire, but it wasn't enough to stave off the cold. The remaining bodies were found over the following months, some buried under several feet of snow, their injuries more baffling than the circumstances of their deaths. 3 of the hikers had sustained injuries so severe they were likened to those from a car crash, massive internal trauma with no external wounds to explain the force that had caused them. One of the women was found with her tongue missing, adding yet another layer of horror to the already gruesome mystery. The official investigation concluded that the group had died due to a compelling natural force, a vague explanation that left more questions than answers. Theories ranged from an avalanche or a deadly fall to more outlandish ideas like secret military experiments, UFOs, and even a Yeti attack. Yet none of these explanations fully account for the strange details of the case, details that have fueled speculation and controversy for over 6 decades. So, what really happened to the Dyatlov group? Was it a tragic accident, a confrontation with something unknown, or perhaps something even more chilling, something that remains hidden in the icy grip of the Ural Mountains? As we piece together the fragments of this cold case, one thing is certain. The Dyatlov Pass Incident remains one of the most perplexing and eerie mysteries in modern history.